Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to rbacentralpadeals.com for this month's specials. Flights are gradually resuming after an FAA system outage caused thousands of delays. In Bucks and Montgomery County, some residents' bloodstreams are showing high levels of forever chemicals. Cops are using VR for de-escalation training. Also, was Bigfoot spotted in Pennsylvania last year? I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. The Federal Aviation Administration confirmed yesterday morning how flights are quote-unquote gradually getting back on track after a system outage caused thousands of delays and cancellations, reports CBS Local Philadelphia. According to the Associated Press, airports in cities like New York and Chicago saw up to 40% of their flights get delayed after the FAA's notice-to-air mission system failed at around 8:30 p.m. Tuesday night. Flights out of Philadelphia International and Pittsburgh International airports were similarly affected. There's been no concrete reason given for the system's outage as of the recording of this podcast, although the White House did initially say that there's no evidence of a cyber attack. As part of a larger national investigation, the CDC is currently looking into how much residents in Bucks and Montgomery counties have been exposed to forever chemicals, reports Philly Voice. Scientifically called PFAS, which stands for per and polyfluorinated substances, the EPA defines forever chemicals as widely used, long-lasting chemicals which have components that take a while to break down. People's exposure to forever chemicals typically comes from drinking water that's been contaminated with them, and, according to the CDC, some folks in Bucks and Montgomery counties have moderate to high levels of them in their bloodstreams. This investigation is looking further into forever chemicals' potential negative effects on humans' health, such as higher cholesterol levels. Pennsylvania was just one of 7 states selected for the study, the others including New Jersey and Michigan. Cops in the Central Bucks County Regional Police Department are currently undergoing de-escalation training, states Fox 29. And thanks to a nearly $160,000 grant from the federal government, they're now able to train using virtual reality. In partnering with other departments like that in Buckingham, the Central Bucks-led program is meant to reduce the intensity of police encounters with the public. By using a VR simulator of such a situation, a master instructor, Captain Robert Milligan, explains cops can learn how to diffuse real-life scenarios by experiencing them through the technology. Trainees then go over how they did, and what they can improve on, with instructors. The Central Bucks Police Department is the only one in the state to get this grant for de-escalation efforts. Was Bigfoot spotted in Pennsylvania last year? Asks PennLive. Well, if you take a look at a quote-unquote very credible report on the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization's website, the answer is yes. The report details how 2 witnesses, a girl and her boyfriend, were biking on the ghost town trails in Cambria County back in October when they saw a Sasquatch walking right toward them. Reads the report, quote, "When he saw us, he turned and quickly walked into the woods. Then, Sasquatch disappeared." Ends the report, quote, "We thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing and thought it was cool. Yes, Bigfoot does exist." That wraps up today's episode for us not as big feet. For more news, visit PennLive.com. Also, please remember to rate this podcast on either Apple or Amazon and to leave it an honest review if you can. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll see you for Friday's episode of Today in PA. Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to rbacentralpadeals.com for this month's specials.